They're really intelligent, contrary to what people say about them. I love all the different colors in their feathers too. When the sun shines on them, you can see it's almost like rainbow colors. My name is Terry Cummings, and we are at Poplar Spring Animal Sanctuary. Mr. Turkey Boy. Their colors on their faces are like mood rings. They turn really bright blue and really bright red when they get excited, when they're trying to show off and display. And when he's just relaxed and eating, it turns like a pale blue and like a pink, a light pink instead of a dark red like this. It's kind of cool. Come on, Quinn. He was found as a little baby turkey chick in the middle of a highway. A woman was driving and she stopped her car because he was just standing in the middle of the road and there were no adult turkeys or even any other baby turkeys around, and so she picked him up and took him home with her, and she raised him in her house. He lived in her living room and he sat on the couch and watched TV with her. So turkeys can be really friendly and personable. They make actually really good companion animals. They like people, and they're very curious animals, and they really like to check everything out. They like to see what you're doing. They're very smart animals. We have 8 rescued turkeys here, and they're all very friendly. People have no idea when they come here. They've heard these myths about turkeys. They're some of the friendliest of all the farm animals, and we've been surprised to find that out too. They really like to follow people around and be petted. They're just really sweet animals, and we love them, and we have a special celebration for them here to celebrate Thanksgiving. While we know what happens to most turkeys at Thanksgiving, here we have Thanksgiving with the turkeys, where they are the guests of honor. They get to eat first, and then we have a big vegan potluck afterwards. Most of the Thanksgiving meal is the side dishes anyway, and so many of them can be made vegan. A lot of people do like to have the substitute meats like tofurkey. What we do is we cut up some seitan and we put a puff pastry dough on top of it. It's so much better than eating an animal, and we don't have to kill anybody to do it. People are just amazed that the turkeys will actually go out into the crowds when we have tours or when we have events, and they just sit down because they love to be petted, and people are really shocked by that. We've had a lot of people become vegetarian just from being with the turkeys and seeing how wonderful and sweet they are, and definitely people stop eating turkeys at Thanksgiving because of it. Turkey boys have this loose piece of skin over top of their beak. It's called a snood, and when they're displaying, like Quinn over here is, their snood gets longer and dangles and turns different colors, and supposedly that's very attractive to female turkeys. That's what they tell me anyway. The girl turkeys, as you can see here, we have Mackenzie. She's a little girl turkey, and she's not ever very impressed with the boys, so it doesn't matter. She's not that interested. The boys, they puff up their feathers and they strut around and they make this rumbling noise, which female turkeys can hear a mile away in the woods when the wild turkeys do it. So this is how they attract a female. These guys are just happy to just strut around all day and show off. Oh, look how handsome, 2 handsome boys. We had this really delightful turkey named Alice. She has since passed away, but she was here for many years. She absolutely, all of our turkeys love people, but she loved people more than any other turkey we've ever had. And she would just get so excited when the school buses would come with the kids for the school tours. And she would go running from the turkey barn down here all the way up the hill. She would follow the kids around on the tour, and then when it was time for them to go on the bus, she would line up with them, and she would literally climb into the school buses with the kids, which they thought was hysterical. It just goes to show you that they each have individual personalities. I mean, people don't know that, but they're no different than a dog or a cat. They each have different likes and dislikes. They make friends with certain ones and not others, and they prefer to be with them, and they'll sleep cuddled up next to them. They're very, very much like any companion animal that anybody has at home. They can be just wonderful pets. Walking with my turkey.